Welcome back to my channel. This is Sandeep here again, and it has been quite some time that I was away due to busy hectic schedule at work. And before we move any further, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you are updated about all my posts. So today I'll be sharing with you my design ecosystem of tools for the coming year and how I have arrived to that, because that part is also really important in terms of realizing few tools which are really useful even in 2020 and even in the coming years, and some tools which needs to be upgraded from the old-fashioned things that have been there, you know. So to begin with, I would actually like to go back to my reference into one of my previous videos where I mentioned about me using an old iMac, and I still use that old iMac. It is a 2011 model. I got to upgrade the RAM and it still works fine for me. Right now, I'm using the same Mac for my editing. I think the best thing is for you all right now to realize is to work from whatever you have at the moment. Even if it is an old computer, which is a 4-year or a 5-year-old computer, max to max, I think you can still work by upgrading the RAM and then maybe upgrading a couple of more peripherals like the SSD card if you can, or the graphic card externally if you can connect it to, and stuff like that. The next thing that I want to tell you about is the camera. And you all must be aware how Sony has been ahead of the game and leaving Canons and Nikons behind right now. From my personal experience, even I was about to move from my Canon, which right now I'm using. It's an old 6D camera, and I've been using it for about 3 to 4 years. But then luckily I got my hands on a Sony camera. And what I want to say is when I compared it against each other, the picture quality and the video quality is actually not so different. And I don't think I will be switching to a Sony at the moment. I'm quite happy, and I think this camera at the moment delivers whatever I need. Finally, what I decided was to stick on with the camera that I already have and not buy any other thing. So the idea again is about deciding on working with whatever you have at the moment. I'm sure lots of you must be thinking that, you know, I have a DSLR and lots of people, they don't have a DSLR. You can actually work from your phone. You can create your content, your video, everything from your phone. Your phone camera is great enough to start off with. The next thing that I'm going to be telling you about is new softwares. And I think this is going to be changing the entire game. And I think it's also going to be very useful for you all, because what I'm going to tell you is something that is going to replace your expensive Adobe suite. And what I'm talking about is Affinity Designer and Affinity Photo. These are actually replacements of Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. You can actually get all your work done with these two new apps. And the best thing is you just have to buy it for once. It's not a subscription model like how Adobe is putting it on us. All you have to do is basically spend about 4,500 rupees in India or $50 in the US and other countries. So that's about it. And then you have the software with you. So to tell you entirely what I'm going to do next is I'm going to ditch the entire Adobe Creative Suite, which also has Premiere Pro and After Effects. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself Final Cut Pro, Affinity Designer, and Affinity Photo. These are the set of tools or softwares or apps that you call it that I'm going to be using for the coming year, and with my own existing camera and my existing iMac. And I'd love to hear from you. What are your plans? What is going to be your design ecosystem of tools that you're going to use in the coming year? So yes, so these are the things that I wanted to share with you, and I hope to hear from you soon. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.